because it is this time, and I mean Fridays are usually like my absolutely favorite superb days. There's like this feeling that comes with Fridays. Fridays come with a lot of, that feeling of, okay, I want to relax. I want to enjoy myself. I want to take a break from the hassles, the bustles, of the Mondays to Thursdays. So Friday comes with a little bit more of excitement because you've got like Saturday and Sunday to actually fully stretch your body and rest. And we're super excited. But for us here at Gusto TV Africa, we don't get to sleep because the minute you catch a break, something happens because it is Afrobeat, it is entertainment, and this is what we live for. This is why we are here to give you every bit of information regarding everything that is Afrobeat. Guys, like I always say, put in the comment section, tell me where you are watching us from, and I will definitely give you a shout. Are you watching from Lagos, Nigeria, the heartbeat of Afrobeat? Are you watching from Ibadan? Are you watching from South Korea? Are you watching from London, US, Canada? Are you watching from Australia? Are you watching from Germany? Let me know in the CS where you are watching from, and I will definitely, I swear, give you a shout. How are you guys doing, guys? Thank you so much for the many things that you do for this amazing community, Gusto TV Africa. We see the likes, we see the comments, we see the subscriptions, we see how you are so glued every time we come up to actually gist or put out any of our content, even on Instagram and Facebook as well. Gracias muchos. I appreciate you guys. We say a very big thank you. I know I'm wasting time telling you thank you because you guys make us, really thick. You make it interesting, and your comments are always sometimes very hilarious. And let's get into the news. And if there's one thing that I've been talking about for the past couple weeks, it has to be the sudden disappearance of Big Wiz. And a lot of people are looking for him. I'm looking for Big Wiz. And, there's been just this conversation about the tours being cancelled, and people are actually saying Wizkid needs to come out and actually say something. And fans are actually looking and saying, okay, Wiz, what's up? Why aren't you saying anything? And for what is what, people are, starting to think that this is actually some type of nonchalant behavior from Wizkid, but nobody really knows what exactly is going on, if it's a deep family issue or it's some label affiliated issues, or maybe just something that we don't even have the full brief about. But one thing I know, like I've said equivocally, is that, you know what, Wizkid, you have a fan base. You have people who genuinely, emphasis on the word genuinely, support you. And I feel like, this is me actually saying, I feel like it would be best for you to actually come out to actually just say something or release a statement and say, okay, the reason why this has happened is because of this. And a lot of people are talking or have been talking for the past couple of days. And boom, today we see that Wizkid has actually posted on his story about an event that he's supposed to be at. And everyone is saying, what's up, Wiz? This is not the information that we're actually looking to get. Why are you jumping and telling us about an event that is in front of us? What's up with the tour? Everybody's saying we need confirmation, we need an explanation to why the tour was cancelled. And a lot of people have been left disappointed. And I personally have been left disappointed because, I mean, I'm happy for Big Wiz. I'm happy that he's actually really out there doing what he loves. But I mean, we feel the need to actually talk about this because we are your fans. We need to know exactly what is going on. And I know people will say, leave him alone, stop talking about Wizkid. No, we will not stop talking about Wizkid because, I mean, we are happy for him. He's an Afrobeats legend. He's one of the guys who have been heralding the culture and taking the culture to greater heights. And for us right now, Afrobeats is a big deal. And you cannot say that you have a Mariah tour coming and then all of a sudden the tour is cancelled and there is no word from you, no word from the team. And all of a sudden we see that on the 26th, you're going to be, at an event, I mean, somewhere in Africa. I mean, it's just giving, you know what? I don't care, but I care. I don't really think I owe you guys an explanation regarding where I'm at or where I will be. And then we're now saying that, is it just because the bag is plentiful? What's up with Wizkid? Because it's like this nonchalant behavior, pardon my French, if it offends anybody, it's just really getting too thick. And then we need to actually, nip it in the bud. And it's been reported that Wizkid has reportedly been paid $2.1 million to perform at Morocco's largest festival. And right now, he has actually posted on his story that he's going to be at the festival. Well, maybe there's a glimmer of hope right there. Maybe at this event, he's able to actually shed light on the reason why the tour is cancelled, because people are going to be asking questions. If I, for one, make it to that show or to that event, I'm going to be taking front row and screaming, Big Wiz, give us the Mariah tour. What has happened to the tour? That's the thing I'm going to be doing. And I know that I have a lot of people who will do that with me too, because I mean, the excitement around the Morale Tour has actually been one of the biggest frenzies in a good way. And all of a sudden, boom, canceled on us. And I feel like, yo, you, bro, what's up? And then you're telling us you're going to be performing in Morocco. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? And all of this is just really an indication that Wizkid is very active. He knows exactly what people are saying. He's well aware of the reason why people are upset. He's well aware of the reason why people are cross-carpeting into even other fan bases. It's so ridiculous to even see that FCs are now actually even saying that, no, come on, Wizkid, we have defended you enough. And we feel like right now you're just not even sending us. And we feel like this is just blatant disrespect to the fan base. However it is, whatever anybody says, it is what it is. But of course, the lineup for the event has already been actually put out. And on Thursday, June the 26th, you have Loje performing as well as Alcazar and the guest. Of course, Wizkid performing on that same day as well. So it's a very, very big event. And Wizkid has posted on the story to confirm that he will be at the event. Hopefully we get to actually see or hear an explanation prior to this event, or even after or within the time frame of this event. But one thing is very clear: we are super excited for Wizkid, and we cannot wait to see him perform. Everyone is super excited. Everyone is waiting to see him actually being his best self and actually just really deliver quality performance, because that is something that people have been talking about, and people are saying it's been lacking for a long time. Wizkid's stage presence, the way he handles the mic when he performs live, is not really being the best. That's what people are saying. But I have watched, a Wizkid performance before. I've seen how he's been able to carry himself and all of that stuff. It's been pretty decent. I don't know what people are using to score him, but I feel like he's done pretty decent, and I really just want to give him his flowers. But this sudden silence and the way you're breaking the silence to us by saying that you're going to be at an event and not giving us an explanation to why you canceled the tour, I don't personally feel like it's a good thing. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? But people are talking, and the streets have been agog and buzzing with different comment takes left and right. Let's take one from Supreme, and he says, might be one of the reasons he canceled his tour. They're no fit key baba for us. Anyways, why would you cancel a major tour because of an event that is just one day? It don't make sense to me, Supreme, but it's your opinion, and I've got to respect it. And then Boy London is back, says he made a do tour, they perform for end of the year party. You guys and your big mouth. Now no go calm down. No. FC's go come for now. Now come they beg, they fear, they fidget. Anyways, we don't know why it was cancelled. Talking about the Mariah tour, but we hope that maybe this will just give us like some type of springboard to actually get into the zone for. Because I'm just still hopeful. I just feel like there's a glimmer of hope somewhere that the tour is still going to hold. And probably we're going to announce a bigger venue or something. I just feel like something has to give regarding this tour. And Mike says the FUUL no fit cancel this one because nobody market. Nobody the market the ticket now festival them book them. Well, you guys seem to know more than we do. But you guys need to calm down with these comments. I beg. Which one be all these things when they talk left, right, and center? But big respect to anyone and everyone who's talking. Your opinion, of course, that we guys actually respect your opinion now. So it is what it is. But for what it is worth, I feel like Wizkid actually owes us an explanation to why the store was cancelled. I have been anticipating this store, and it felt like a sharp dagger to my heart. But for what is worth, I hope Wizkid is well. I hope his family is good. I hope everyone around him are actually really good, and we hope to see him come back and bouncing. I'm looking forward to this event because I know it's going to really be like one of the biggest talks. But let's see how it pans out, and fingers crossed. Maybe, just maybe, we get to see the tour happen, and moving on to what we feel like is going to be a collaboration on the No Sign of Weakness album. It looks like Wizkid and Burna Boy might actually have a song on the No Sign of Weakness album. Guys, how are you feeling about this one? I don't know. It is allegedly, no be saying I confirm, but from what people are saying and what people are sensing, it looks like a Wizkid and Burna Boy collaboration on the No Signs of Weakness album is in the offing. But guys, if this happens, it just confirms that the bromance between Wizkid and Burna Boy, it is sealed and signed, settled forever, because these guys have been pictured everywhere, from Dirty December to being in Lagos to going to the club together and all of that stuff. It seems like they have a pretty decent relationship. And of course, this is not the first time they've jumped on the collaborative project. But I feel like a Wizkid and Burna Boy collaboration is going to really bang. But people are skeptical and saying, okay, we've had a couple collaborations that Wizkid has been on this year. The recent one being Arya Star. Not really tap like that, but the FCs are not even taking that because they feel, or they say, it's a decent collaboration and it's a great song. I personally feel like it's a great song. I love Gimme That. Talking about Arya Star featuring Wizkid, I really love that jam. I remember the day that jam was released. It was I think it was in the early hours of the morning. I was heading to the airport and I just slammed it in. I just lost my cool because I'm like, give me that love. And I was patiently waiting for Weezy's verse and it did not disappoint. So it's one of my favorite jams. But I mean, music is subjective. So what you like is what you like, and what you don't like is what you don't like. But I feel like it's a decent jam. And coming to hear or get feelers that Wizkid is going to be on a Burna Boy album, I feel like that one is going to be extra phenomenal. Let's take some comments. I hear say Wizkid did Burna Boy upcoming album. Bro, now waiting me say if I hear too, and it's looking like it's going to be brazy crazy. And it says, I want a new Wizkid and Burna Boy collaboration or not? Can I answer that for the fans? Absolutely bloody freaking yes. Anytime there's a Wizkid and Burna Boy collaboration, it's a freaking frenzy. And of course, people are going to chop this one like akara and hot bread. I mean, Con says Outsiders wants to use Wizkid's cloud to sell their Boss Mid on Arrival album. Laugh my ass off. Them know they hear Burna Boy do again. How true is this? Because talking about the rollout plan for Burna Boy, going to a secret location in London to actually get a couple people to listen to the album, and from what we're hearing, the feelers we're getting, especially from Gracie May, is like this album is going to serve everybody's purpose. I mean, talking about Trench's vibe, he did there. Talking about the range, talking about Afro switch, Afro swing. She was just really screaming range. I can't even say whether I Range Rover, dry joke. But I mean, let's move on. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's saying that this album has exquisite range. But we are waiting to see how that one pans out. And I really am hopeful that the album, the No Signs of Weakness album, is going to be one of the greatest albums to drop in 2025. I mean, like, I beg your pardon. Davido has already set the pace with 5, and we'll see all the amazing things that 5 has been doing. And then Lord says, Burna Boy is too wise. He can never put Wizkid in his album again because of his useless fans before they will say he's the one that carried the album. Trust me, I've said this thing time without number. When people say, oh, he carry album, he no carry album, trust me, collaborations happen because they trust that the artist is going to deliver. So why can't I actually get somebody who I know is going to deliver for me and put him on my project? Is that not the reason for collaboration? So what are you guys actually saying? But I mean, the fans are definitely going to talk. And I mean, when they talk their talk, people who have big mouths, but they actually, some people have really big mouth, but they actually really mean what they say. And one person that has one of the biggest mouths in Afrobeat has to be Odumodublvck. Odumodublvck has taken to X to just drop a barrage of tweets, and he said so freaking much. One of the things I said that I particularly took out, I had to actually read these ones to you guys. And I know this is where I really want to hear you guys. I want to feel you guys. I want to feel your energy. So if you are in this live stream, please put all your comments in the comment section, because right now, do you think that Odumodublvck is one of the biggest rappers right now in Africa? I mean, talking about all the things that he's been able to do, all the collaborations that he's had with super amazing artists. Tell me in the CS, do you think that this guy is the guy? This guy is the GOAT of the hip-hop or rap scene. He said, and I quote, I made Wizkid and Davido enjoy hip-hop. Respect me. PUSS as niggas. This is hip-hop legacy. One thing that this guy has been very, very, very shouty about is the coming of the machine. And he says the machine is coming. And I really want to say a very big, 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 big thank you to Odumodublvck for actually holding down the culture. Talking about somebody who's been going on tour, a school tour, gave us that kind of vibe of, like that Glow Campus tour type of vibe, back then when it was a serious thing. When you hear an artist coming to your school, everyone is super pumped. And he's been going for this school tour and it's been so, so amazing. Nothing short of brilliance. And you have to give him that. It's like starting from the home front, remembering that charity indeed begins at home. So big up to Odumodublvck. You have to give him that respect. I mean, getting big wigs like Big Wiz and Davido to actually shout about hip hop, that alone is a very, very big achievement. And he goes on to say, Wizkid came out to say, I'm his best artist, a hip hop artist. Remember, also, he said hip hop was dead. So does it mean that I brought it back to life in his eyes? That is freaking phenomenal. So what were the other rappers doing? Being as the Sabi pass. Oh, now fallacy. There is a new sheriff in town. The machine is coming. Big boss from Big Odi, who's always typing in capital letters. I mean, like, anyways, one thing that I wish him is absolute success. I wish him all the best, and I hope that the album is going to be one of the biggest albums to actually come out of the hip hop scene. And I mean, for Wizkid, maybe Wizkid is on that project, maybe David is on that project. I want to actually bet that Davido is on that project. I won't bet because I feel like he has a better relationship with David than Wiz. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just speculating, but I can actually bet that David is on that project. But let's see, fingers crossed, and we will see how that one pans out. And comments on the street of X, and Big Wiz Soldier says, is this what you call an album rollout? You said he taught you how to promote your work. Is this it? Keep it cool, NIGGA. You can do better. I mean, I don't know why you guys always coming to say how people should promote their work. One thing that Odumodublvck does is to talk. He loves to talk, so why are you getting upset? But anyway, we got to respect your opinion. Anyways, that's what we'll take. And then Vendor at Real Talk says, what's with you and capital letters though? It's like a big boss. It's like big energy. I'm answering that for Odi right now. It's like Odumodublvck. Once you see anybody typing in capital letter, that's an Odumodu imprint. So have I been able to answer your question? I hope I have been able to answer your question. And moving on to, other things, we're talking about Big Davido. If there is no Davido in the news, it's like there is no news, because Davido has actually been in our faces since the time that he dropped the 5 album. Remember, prior to when he dropped the album, he said, you know what, this album is going to shake and shake everywhere and change the scenery. But I'm going to also talk about certain things, but I'm not going to let you guys know about that one. So guys, keep your eyes locked on our YouTube channel, because there's something hot and sizzling that's going to drop tonight. I want you to put your eyes there. And if you know that you're going to go to YouTube to actually watch that content that's going to drop later, put all your comments and say, yes, I'll be there in the comment section. Anyways, we have big news for the 30BG fans, and Davido's Unavailable featuring Musa Keys has now surpassed 200 million streams on Spotify. It's now become the 21st Nigerian song to achieve this feat. Big credit and big ups to the one and only Davido, who is doing super amazing. If there's one person that works really hard, if there's one person's work ethic that I really like, it's got to be Davido. And this song Unavailable, when it got released, was almost like a global hit. If not, it was a global hit. And everybody vibed to that one. Everybody was dancing and thumping to it. To see that it's done 200 million streams on Spotify, it's no surprise, actually. It should have been able to surpass this. I don't want 30BG guys to come for me, but anyway, this is what it is, and congratulations are in order for Big Davido. Let's take some comments on the street of X. Davido first song about 200 million streams, New Cat. That one is from 21 Savage. Congratulations to Davido, but Savage is saying 200 million, you're just a new cat. And Elvis says this song and MLLE are competing for streams. Laugh my ass off. Anyways, number games will always be the thing for Afrobeats. And of course, whenever it comes to streams and whenever it comes to Davido and Wizkid, the numbers, the calculators will be out. Anyways, Joshua Foreign says, Chai, only one song they drag streams with that Dwarfs album, MLLE. You guys need to keep it down with the way you say some things. Calm down now. Joe. What's this comparison every time? This one, calm down. Anyways, that's your comment, or those are your comments, and we've got to respect it. And Lord says he can't do it solo, as well as Lord knows, say, waiting Musa no go see forget. Anyways, one person that has also been in the conversation, because you guys and Wizkid and Davido, I don't tire you. I don't think kill me. But one person that we've been looking for has been Asake, Mr. Money with the vibe. And everybody's saying, where is Asake? Where is Asake? Kilonshi Asake. Where is he gone to? What's happening with him? I particularly don't know what's up with Asake, but one thing I said when he left the YBNL was that it's going to be a very rough part for him. Maybe in the formative, years, or maybe formative, the first few months is going to be really, really tough because he's going to try to find himself. He's now building a new team. It's not going to be as easy and smooth as he had it when he was with the YBNL group. So it's like not really throwing him into murky waters, but actually throwing him into like a new space where he has to figure himself. But I mean, for what is what, he's been actually going for several shows, especially in Dubai. So it looks like he's active, but a lot of people are waiting for an album, waiting for an EP. Yes, he did drop a single a couple weeks ago, couple months ago, talking about why love. But people are saying, that's not the Asake that we know. I mean, talking about the song, you just wasted a few seconds trying to give us an intro. What's up? What's this rollout? What's the strategy? It's not giving Asake, it's giving too foreign. But I mean, Asake has left us, is now foreign, is not like posturing to be a foreign artist. But I mean, at the end of the day, Asake should be grateful, for the fact that he had actually gotten a lot of mileage, a lot of, a lot of light shone on him during the time he was with the YBNL group. But I mean, let's hope that all these things get to pay off, because sometimes a decision can make or mar you. Adeayo says, what's Asake really up to? Can a star whose music is largely drawn from a local source simply elect to abandon the home front in search of foreign laurels? I don't get it at all. I mean, I echo your resentment and your concern, Adeayo, but I feel like, well, he's got to test himself, and probably we get to see him do well. Probably just give us an album. I know there's a lot of pressure on him to outdo himself, because he's been really, really doing this and actually holding it down. It's like, you know what? I'm here now. I cannot be below what I've always been. So that intense pressure, the new team, culture shock. You're now abroad in LA, or I don't know where he is, maybe in New York or Atlanta. It's like different from a Lagos vibe or a Lagos party. So I mean, I feel like he's just trying to find himself, and I hope he does find himself real quick. And talking about real quick, we have New Music Friday, and there's been a lot of amazing songs dropped on Friday. This night is for Bedu, and I know that you're going to be spinning a lot of songs. And of course, there have been brilliant songs that dropped a couple of hours ago, and we're just going to take a look at some of them. Kikada with Calculate, Gabsy with 30 Degrees, Dako like that. Obong Yang with Jellyfish, and Stars In with Love Is War EP. KJ Spio and Oxley with Miko. Joshua Baraka, as well as Sumadina Feel Something. Savage Jerry with Canopy. The Boy Mars Rebecca with Birds of a Feather EP. Amazing project, by the way, guys. Go check that one out. Brume, as well as Rukami. Jeff Ako, Chop Life Sound System. Yimika, Trigger. A lot of amazing songs dropped on a Friday. Guys, who is getting your spin? I have a couple recommendations for you, but I'm not gonna be biased. I feel like you can just go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, go on YouTube Music to figure out the song that you like the most and spin that shit, because it's the weekend, and the weekend comes with a lot of excitement. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me on the evening drive. I hope you have been informed. But guys, if you see Asake, tell Asake, say I define him. Tell him, say, make you release music, because I'm a serious Asake lover. I love him. I'm not a fan, but I love his work. And as well, tell me if you think that Wizkid silence and breaking the silence in the way that he did is quite disrespectful to the fans who love him. But let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be right there to respond to every one of it. Guys, it's Friday. Go out and have some fun, drink some water, say something nice to somebody. Please, please, please. I know we have our phones. I know we have Instagram, Twitter, we have all of these things, but please try as much as possible to pick up your phone to reach out to an old friend, a family member. I think that will actually do something for them. Guys, until we see again pretty shortly, Poe signing out, guys. Take care of yourself. And guys, thank you so very much. Don't forget to join later because we have amazing things for you on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, tell a friend to subscribe because greatness is coming. Guys, I'll see you guys pretty shortly. Have a wonderful evening.